What's up, guys? We are live. We have a banging card on Saturday. We got Conor McGregor versus Dustin Poirier. We got a good co-main event in Dustin and Dan Hooker versus Michael Chandler. It's pretty awesome, man, having two events, dude, in like what 3 or 4 days. So I mean, it's awesome. I mean, we had what 3 cards, I think, in like 7 days. So I love having UFC back. I think after this we have like a 2 week break, and then we have UFC for every week for a while. So without further ado, let's talk about last card real quick before we dive into this card. So, yeah, good night, man. Went 11-3 in predictions, betting wise, plus 4.41 unit in the night. Went 2-1 on bets. Yeah, man. One on Amari. He went out there and got the sub. Also one on what the fuck else did I went on? Michael Chiesa, great main event. And then my loss was what was my loss? I don't remember. Oh, Mason Jones. So, I mean, that was a really close fight, man. I mean, it could have gone either way. So yeah, let's just do a little recap on every fight real quick. So, main event, Michael Chiesa versus Neil Magny. Yeah, Chiesa dominated him, man. I mean, his striking looked a lot improved, but I mean, he just went out there and dominated him on the mat. Um, yeah, easy win. I thought he won every round. Magny just can't do good against grapplers or guys that have KO artists. So, back to the drawing board for Magny. Chiesa deserves that Colby fight, maybe, or maybe even Wonder Boy. But co-main event, I mean, everyone picked Liz, including me. Kind of crazy that Alves went out there and beat him. The week before it was the Leech. Everyone picked Ponzi. This week it was Worley. So next week or this card, it could be someone else, man. I mean, I don't know. We'll see, man, because there's a lot of dogs in this card, a lot of big dogs too. Um, Ike Villanova versus Mamute. That was a big fight, man. Shout out to Arkansas's tournament, Mr. Arkansas, the Mecca. Huge fight, man, in that tournament as well, because a lot of people picked Mamute, especially on the opposite team of mine. And yeah, man, everyone that picked Ike, I mean, that was an awesome first round KO. I really want to see Ike fight Khalil if Khalil gets the job done against Pratyuno. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Um, Night little setup fight for Khalil. But yeah, man, I don't know if Ike will ever win a UFC fight again, but I mean, good job there. Next fight, you got a Rajab versus Modafferi. Pretty quick win. Rajab just way better on the feet, and she actually outgrappled her. So dominant win for her. And then we got Danger versus Tyson Nam. Yeah, man, good win. I thought Danger won every round. I thought that he looked good. I don't think it should have been a split. I think it should have been unanimous. But I mean, Tyson Nam definitely was in the fight. He had his moments, but I thought that Danger clearly won. Murphy versus Douglas Andrade. Good fight, man. I still think Murphy's one of the one of the best prospects in the division. But yeah, he made it close. I thought he won 29-28, but I mean, he does have some work to do for sure. Excited to see who he gets next. I wonder if they're going to build him up or just, give him a big test next. Amari versus Breeze. And that fight had me shitting my pants because Amari looked really good. And then, he got tired and his back taken. And then the big round just made it easy work. So congrats to Amari. I'm really happy about that one because when that fight got announced a couple weeks ago, I picked Breeze. And then I did a little more, tape, and I changed my pick and actually ended up betting it. So I'm happy for Amari. Simone, I mean, what else do you want to say? Easy dub for Simone. Madarji versus Zarusk, Ashev. I mean, not the best win for Madarji. I thought he would have went out there and got an easy win, but I mean, we got to see him go to a decision. It's a good prospect. I wonder what they're going to do with him next. I kind of want him to fight a grappler for sure, but I mean, I'm not sure it's going to happen. I mean, they might just want to build him up because we know when he fights grapplers, he has like 4 submission losses. So next fight, Dolce versus Perez. Yeah, man, I'm kind of mad at bet Dolce. I mean, pretty easy win for him. Yeah, he got tired in the third round, but I mean, a guy like that, he's going to gas. He has a lot of muscle. I think it just proved that Marcus Perez is not UFC material. I mean, Perez looked good on the regional scene when he beat Heinich, and he had a close fight with Andrew Sanchez. But other than that, man, he's just not that good. He's going to cut for sure. And then we had Davidson's brother versus Rivera. I picked Rivera. Pretty bad pick. I mean, he won a round, but I mean, guy's not UFC material. I don't think Davidson's brother's that good either, but I mean, he did what he had to do and got the job done with the grappling. So, which I did think was a red flag for Rivera. But Mike Davis versus Jones. Yeah, I'm biased because I bet on Jones, but I thought it was a very close fight. I mean, Jones outstruck him too by like 10 strikes, but obviously Mike Davis went some hard shots and got the takedown. So I think either way it wasn't a robbery. I mean, I did think it was a robbery when I first watched it, but then when I rewatched it, yeah, I mean, it was a close fight. I mean, I think Jones got the nod personally, but I mean, it is what it is. Davis when he's on a robbery, obviously. Um, Khabib's cousin Umar versus Sergey Morales. Yeah, good fight. Umar's good. Good prospect. Excited to see where he goes from here. And then Furia versus Leonardo. Yeah, man. I mean, Furia went out there and dominated the fight. She's a good prospect, really good striker. Leonardo, it's tough, but she proved again that, she takes a lot of damage and she's just not that really good in the feet, dude. So, um, yeah, man. So let's dive into this card, man. I got all my predictions, got my bets. I'm excited, man, for this card. Great fight. For great fights, every fight's good. And, this is a big point in the Mecca, man. We're almost not halfway there, but I think we're down. See, we lost 5 people in the last couple of weeks, so now we have 15 people left, and I think 3 people are going to be losing. So I was 1 person away from getting that power last week. I got second. Kind of sucks. I think I lost by 2 points, something like that. If I would have got the unanimous from Danger, I probably would have won it, but it is what it is. We move on, and first fight of the night, I believe we got Albazi versus Zagas Zhumagulov. So this is another one, kind of like the Amari fight. So when this fight was supposed to happen, I actually picked August, and then I watched a little more tape and actually changed the pick. So I'm actually going with Albazi. It's a close fight. I'm not going to be betting it. It's really a close fight. It's probably one of the toughest and closest fights in the card. You got Albazi, who's 13-1. He's 27. You got, Zalgas, who's 32, and I forget what his record is. I didn't write it down. Actually, right here. He's 13-4. The reason why I'm going with Albazi in this fight, so this is a striker versus grappler matchup. I know that Zalgas took down Paiva a couple times. He has a grappler in his back pocket, but I mean, Paiva's a really good striker. He's not a grappler, he went out there and won a close fight against Zalgas, but in this fight, I think Albazi obviously is a better grappler. He's a really good grappler. I mean, you saw him just tap out a black belt in Gordon last fight. I know Gordon's not a good fighter at all and he has no chin, but tapping out a black belt is pretty impressive in my opinion. He's a finisher. I think he has 8 wins by sub. Yeah, the Shorty Torres fight and Bray wasn't the best fight to watch. I mean, he got dominated and lost the fight. One thing that concerns me is that Shorty has a really good pressure, and that's what Zalgas has, really good pressure. But in this fight, I mean, seeing Zalgas getting taken down the regional scene, I mean, he had really close fights with Ali, bought a team off, and then what is the name? Tagir. Both those guys. I mean, Tyson Nam. I mean, he's in a lot of close fights. That's the thing with Zalgas. He's in so many close fights, and those guys were taking him down at will, man. I do think that he has good striking and good pressure, and probably the better striker than Albazi. Albazi's not really a striker. He has really great pressure, but I mean, seeing him getting taken down by Ali and Tagir and multiple times, I think Albazi can get him down. And like I said, this is a pure striker versus grappler matchup. I got to go with the better grappler. It's going to be a very close fight. Could be a split. Zalgas doesn't really throw a lot of volume. I just see him getting taken down, and I think Albazi could capitalize on that, man. I mean, he's a finisher, and he has a really good ground game, dude. So yeah, man, I'm gonna go with the grappler here. I think there'll be a close fight, and I got Albazi winning either a close decision or possibly getting a submission. So I'm gonna go with Amir Albazi with a dub. What's up, Jack? MMA KO. Yeah, man, I was pretty close, man. I thought I actually had it, but I was 2 points away. I had 61 points. Sucks, but is what it is. So next fight we have this, Nick Wentz versus Mobsar Evloev. So, yeah, man, this is a good fight as well. I mean, I think what is he? Is he the biggest favorite in the card? Evloev, yeah. I do agree with it. I mean, he's 13-0 for a reason. He's 26. Wentz is definitely on the decline, man. Especially going back to 45, something he said in the past he would never do. He is, Wentz is, he's a vet, man. He has some good wins. He's a tough dude. I just think in this fight he's outmatched. I feel like he's sub or bust. He's going to have to get that guillotine to get this job done. And one thing that I see in this fight is that his 45% takedown defense is not going to do good, man. I mean, Evloev's one of the best prospects in the division. He's a fighter that I think is going to go really far. He's a really good grappler. I think he's going to take him down at will. I actually think he can get a finish here. I think he's more technical on the feet. He has good striking. This is a good right hand, clear cut win for Evloev. I don't think anyone's going to pick Wentz in Mecca. I don't think a lot of people are going to pick him, period. But I mean, Evloev is, the younger fighter. He's better everywhere. He's going to piece him up. I think he actually could get a finish here, man. So I'm going to go with the relentless pressure, great cardio for Evloev. And Nick Wentz, man, you're definitely a fighter that I like, man. I mean, especially in the past, you've cashed some bets for me, and you're a gritty, tough veteran. He definitely has a good chin. I know he's been knocked out a couple times, but he's tough to put away. He's a grinder. He's good cardio, but I just don't see him winning this fight. I mean, just like I said earlier, it's sub or bust for him. So I'm gonna go with Evloev with aid. I'm gonna go the finish. I think Mobsar is gonna take him down and get him out of there. Honestly, he could drop him too. He could hurt him on the feet and then get him out of there. So next fight, let's go Andrew Sanchez versus McMann Murdarov. This is a great fight, man. This is actually one of the best fights I feel like on the card. I mean, you got two good middleweights. You got Sanchez who looked really good last fight against Wellington Turman. I think a lot of people are going to be on him here because he looked really good last fight against Turman. But Turman's a grappler. I mean, he's not really a striker. Yeah, he threw some bombs against Baby K and made it a close fight, but he's a grappler, man, first and foremost. I mean, even the Marcus Perez fight, it was close, but I mean, he beat him with the grappling. I think Murdoff's a really good striker. I think he's definitely the better striker. I don't think Sanchez should be striking with him here. I mean, yeah, striking look good and all, and maybe he'll, look decent on the feet. But in this matchup, I think Murdarov is a really, really good striker. Great right hand. You saw that knockout against Trevor Smith. Yeah, this is a step up from the fighters who've been fighting in Dade Chirico, which was a close fight. I did score for McMahon, but I mean, even though Dade Chirico doesn't have like any record in the UFC, we just saw when he knocked out Buckley. He's in a lot of close fights, and he's no slouch. I wouldn't say Dade Chirico's a jobber. I mean, he had a close fight with Holland, even though Holland had one arm in that fight. I think he broke his arm in the first round. But in this matchup, man, I think Murdoff's way better on the feet. I think he has the better cardio. Just Sanchez looked good last fight. He still doesn't have a bad chin. I think he's shitty. I think he has terrible cardio. All that movement he hit last fight in the first round. I mean, he had a lot of movement, man. That new karate stance and all that. I mean, it's only going to gas him, especially I think he can take down Murdarov too, but like going for takedowns, man, and like I'm just going to gas him even more. So I think Murdarov's going to get a good dub here, man. I think it's a good match for Murdoff. I don't know how he opened him as the dog. I mean, I wish I would have got that dog money. Now he's minus 140. I still think he's a good line. I mean, he's a lot faster, man. He's so much faster on the feet. I think he has the reach advantage as well. Like I mentioned, good right hand. He's a finisher. He's on a 13-fight winning streak, dude. A lot of wins by KO. He has wins by submission. Good chin, too. He took some big shots against Dade Chirico in that third round as well. But, yeah, I got to go with Murdoff here. I think he's going to knock him out, man. I do think Sanchez, like I mentioned, can get him down. Sanchez is no slouch, but he's a loss, some fights he shouldn't have lost. Like, I actually bet on Ryan James, and I mean, that was a fight where, come on, dude, Sanchez, you shouldn't be losing to a guy like that. It's just the cardio, dude. So, and Murdoff is such a way better striker than James. I mean, Murdoff is one of the best strikers Sanchez has fought, dude. So, I like Murdoff a lot. I think that he's going to be a top 15 guy, maybe even farther than that. So, I got to go with Murdoff with a finish. I wish he would have got that Jocko fight because he would have fucking killed Jocko, man. He deserves a big step up. I think Murdoff after this fight needs to get, a top 15 dude. Give him Omari, dude. That would be a great fight. If not, give him someone else right there. So Murdoff with a KO. I wonder how many people are going to be picking Sanchez, man, in the Mecca. I mean, yeah, he's, he was the favorite. And now he's the dog, but I think some people will pick him, man. I mean, Sanchez is no slouch. He's a good fighter. I don't think he's, can win. I don't think he's gonna win this fight. So next fight, first fight of the prelims, we got my boy Khalil Roundtree versus Marcin Pratyuno. Yeah, man, this is a good fight. I mean, honestly, no, I would not say this is a fight like I personally. I was gonna say it for a second, but this is such a good match for Khalil, man. I'm actually a big Khalil fan. I think a lot of people that follow me know that. I mean, he's definitely one of my favorite fighters. I like the guy cinch tough. Obviously, we know what's up with Khalil, though. He does not have a ground game. That's how you beat him. He's actually been knocked out twice, too. Well, he got knocked out once. So he got knocked out against Johnny Walker, who knocks a lot of people out. And then last fight, it's funny. I've only bet against Khalil once, and I bet him with Kutalaba. I mean, Kutalaba's a brawler and all, but if you watch tape on him, you know that he has a Greco-Roman background. He just doesn't shoot that much besides the Cannonier fight and against Khalil. But Khalil was banging him on the feet. He took him down and pounded him out. So I wouldn't say Khalil's chinny. He's been knocked, he's been finished twice by TKO, but once on the feet against Walker and then once against that. But this is such a good matchup, dude. Mamute is equivalent to Prachnio. He's 0-3 in the UFC, all by KO. I'm pretty sure I heard that Mamute tied a record for going 0-4 and losing all by finish. It's going to happen with Pratyuno here. Terrible matchup for him or for Khalil or for Pratyuno. Khalil, so he made some big changes too. He moved to Thailand, and we saw that with the Andrews fight. 1-0 looked really good, and then he lost to Kudawab, man. I mean, like I said, if you have grappling, you're gonna beat Khalil. That's just how it is. Prachnio has no grappling. Kudawaba he has it, man. We just don't see it a lot. But I mean, even though I said that in that breakdown, man, he has grappling. He just It's Greco-Roman background. So that's how he won that fight because he wanted no answer for Khalil on the feet. You could tell Khalil cracked him like multiple times, dude. And then Kutalov was like, all right, I'm going to have to use take out this grappling and take him down, pound him out. So Khalil has really good straight left, good right hand. Everyone was shitting on me when I bet him against Gokhan Saki, dude, and like the whole world was telling me I'm an idiot and all this shit. And then he went out there and killed him. So, I mean, there's levels of this. Gokhan Saki is he's not an MMA fighter. I mean, yeah, he's a good striker, but Khalil's a better striker. Khalil's arguably one of the best strikers in the division. I really wish that he cleared up his ground game because, I mean, he could get, a lot of wins. So, really good kicks. He's just so much faster than fucking Pratyuno. Pratyuno's so slow. He has no like head movement. He just like runs forward. That's how he got knocked out against Albi. I think Khalil's gonna get a huge KO here early in the fight. Great fight to target for DraftKings. If anyone picks Pratyuno, I mean, in the Mecca or anywhere, I mean, you guys are high off your ass. So, shout out to Jack and Just Do My Sense or Just Do Sense. I think I was saying it in their or in the video or in his live stream. Khalil should fight Ike after this, man. I mean, you got to build Khalil up. He's still green, dude. Just give him fun fights because when you give him a fight with a grappler, he's just gonna lose, man. I mean, he needs to work on it, and I mean, hopefully he's been working on it, man, in Thailand. But I mean, you need to give him the right fights because he needs to get some wins, man. I think he's a good striker, and I like Khalil a lot. So I got Khalil first round KO. I think he gets it done within 30 seconds, and I think he's gonna fight Ike next and smoke Ike. So I got a Khalil Roundtree. Shocking the world because I'm sure everyone out there is a new pick and Pratyuno. Next fight, we got Joanna Pena versus McMann. So this is one of the toughest fights, man, for me to call on this card. I got a lot of people, man, telling me to go with McMann, gurus, telling me to do and all this stuff. But you know what, man? This is a tough fight. You got Pena, who's the younger fighter by 10 years. So she really let me down last fight. I bet on her. She got tapped out by a striker. Like that was fucking embarrassing. Sorry, man. I got a kink on my neck. But yeah, I mean, it was a 1-1 fight. Pena definitely, looked good in the second round. But I mean, man, getting tapped out against a striker like that is crazy, dude. But in this matchup, dude, like I see a lot of ways she could win this fight. Also, like something I don't like about her is that she has 27%, 28% takedown defense. So yeah, she'd get taken down. But the thing is, dude, this is a very interesting matchup because she definitely has the worst takedown defense. Like McMann is the better wrestler for sure. I'm not saying she's not. Pena is the better grappler. I think she has the better ground game. But my thing is, if Pena gets taken down, she's better off her back. She's a black belt in jiu-jitsu, trains with Chiesa, that sick jiu-jitsu. I think she can 100% sweep McMann. And the thing is, if she takes McMann down, McMahon's not that good off her back. You've seen that multiple times, dude. She's just like a fish out of water. You take a wrestler down, dude. I'm just not. She's not that good. I think McMahon's chinny. I think that Payne is more durable. I actually think Payne's striking's better too. If you watch her fight with GDR, she actually looked decent on the feet. Like she threw a good straight left, good right hand, and they both have good pressure. Cardio advantage, you got to go to Pena as well, man. I don't think McMahon has the best cardio. I mean, she got a good good dub last fight against Glansberg, Steven Glansberg. You guys know who that is. I mean, super bad, one of the best movies out there. But she just took her down for 15 minutes and just laid on her, dude. It wasn't really an impressive win. I mean, Pena has the way better jiu-jitsu, man. I don't really think McMahon can get a submission here. But then again, I mean, I could eat my own words because GDR got a submission. So this is a fight that I want no part of. I'm not going to be betting this fight. But I'm going against the grain, man. I'm going with Pena, man. I actually think Pena could get a submission here, man. I mean, we've seen McMahon get finished multiple times by submission. She's a quitter, dude. She really is. I mean, she was dominated the fight with Renault, and then she got hurt in the feet and got tapped out. I'm just not impressed with McMahon. She's 41 years old, or she's turning 40, man, 41. I mean, like I mentioned, I'm not betting Pena. I wouldn't do it, but I just have to pick her, man. I think she can get a finisher. I think that she's the better striker, even though they're both not that good in the feet. And on the mat, man, I mean, yeah, like the stats, she doesn't have the best takedown defense, but she has good grappling, man. I mean, she really does, dude. Really good ground game, dude. And I mean, she can take down McMahon too. If she does, it's bad for McMahon, man. But even if McMahon takes her down, that 28% takedown defense doesn't mean the fight's over. I think Pena could 100% reverse her and even tap her out, dude. Off her back, Pena's good. People forget Pena took down Shevchenko as well, man. So I mean, I think Pena has the better jiu-jitsu, and I got to go with her, man. I can't trust McMahon. I just don't do it. So I'm gonna go with Pena, man, for the submission win. But yeah, I wouldn't bet this fight, dude. It's just one of those things you want no part of. Next fight, we got Brad Tavares versus ACJ, Antonio Carlos Jr. This is my first bet of the night, man. Yeah, I got Antonio Carlos Jr. here, man. I put 3 units on him at plus 109. I think it's a good matchup for him. He's on a 2-fight losing streak, obviously against Heinich, who, is a good fighter. And then his last fight against Hall, which I actually watched this morning. I thought that he got robbed. I thought he won that fight. If anyone else watched that fight, let me know in the chat who you guys think scored for it. But yeah, this is a pure striker versus grappler matchup. Tavares hasn't fought in a long time. They both actually have a pretty long layoff. Tavares obviously is a striker. I think he has 78% takedown defense. I wrote it down. Let me check. Is that true? 78, something in the 70s. But we saw Elias take him down 3 times. We saw 72. We saw Kyle Magnways. He took him down once. Both took him down. Yoel took him down 7 times. Bubba McDaniels took him down once. I mean, I just think if Tony takes him down, he has a huge advantage on the mat. And on the feet, I think Tavares is better. He's more technical, but it's not like it's by a landslide. But Tavares isn't a KO artist. Tavares isn't going to go out there and knock him out. Tavares has 2 knockout wins in UFC against Phil Baroni. I mean, who the fuck's Phil Baroni? The guy I'm pretty sure works at Subway across the street from my house. And then also he knocked out Shako, who's one of the most chinniest fighters in the division. So, I mean, yeah, man, I think ACJ has a good jab and good pressure, but I think obviously Brad has better striking. He has a good right hand. He's technical. He's a little shinny. He's been knocked out 3 times. I don't think ACJ is going to knock him out, obviously, but yeah, man, ACJ's taken down everyone he's fought in the UFC, man. I think was it one fighter I wrote down he didn't take down? Yeah, it was he didn't take down Kevin Casey because there was an eye poke, and I was actually at that fight live at the Cosmopolitan. Yeah, so I mean, he didn't take that fight down because it was 10 seconds. But other than that, he's taken down everyone he's fought. So I do think that he has a huge advantage on the mat. Obviously, he's one of the nastiest black belts in the division. The thing with Carlos Jr. is that he gasses sometimes, and I think Heinich is actually a better fighter than Tavares, man. Heinich, has power, and Heinich has really good takedown defense. The thing with Heinich is he can get taken down, but he is really good at the Zamari rolls and stuff, and just way better on the mat, dude, than Tavares. So, I mean, yeah, Tavares is definitely declining. You can say ACJ is, declining, but I just like the grappling advantage. He's relentless. He's chased ATT, good pressure. Yeah, I think he's going to get him down here, man. 5-inch reach advantage too, so he could look pretty good in the feet here, man. Even though I said it was a close fight in the feet, it's not I feel like ACJ has a way bigger advantage on the mat than Tavares has on the feet. So I'm going to go with ACJ. I think that went with pressure. He's going to back him up, get him down, and I think he's going to get him out of there, dude. He can pound him out. He can get him out. Great matchup, dude, for ACJ. I think I think he's going to get a good finisher, dude. So I got ACJ with the job done. And everyone wants to bring in that Daniel Kelly fight and all that. I mean, that was his first loss, man, in the division, all that stuff. And yeah, he just gassed. He blew his wall, dude. I mean, he dominated him. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, he beat Vittori too, man. ACJ has some good wins, man. They're both on 2-fight losing streaks, but I got to go with the better grappler here. So next fight, we got Arman Tsarukyan versus Nasrat Haqparast. Yeah, man, this is a good fight. I've actually had, before I watched tape, I kind of had a tough time, with the line because I was like, what the fuck? Nasrat should not be this big of a dog, dude. I think the line's a little off, but then when you watch the tape, yeah, man, I got to go with Arman here, dude. Arman's a really good fighter, really good prospects, 15-2. I think this guy's going to do big things in the division. Actually, the striking's pretty close, too. Nasrat has great striking. He's so fast and has good straight left and all that. But Arman has good striking too, man. We saw his striking versus David Ramos. I mean, really good kicks and he has a good jab, a good right hand. I like Arman's striking. It's just he has a big advantage here, man. And it's in the grappling. And Nasrat really hasn't fought a lot of grapplers, besides Martin Held in his debut, which he got dominated. And then Munoz took him down pretty early in that fight, in that first round. And other than that, he's been fighting strikers. He's been fighting Diakasse's a striker. He's been fighting, what's his name? Dude that beat Jared Gordon, Joaquin Silva. So this is another grapple matchup, and I mean Arman's just so good, dude. He trains ATT like I mentioned. Good chin. He's good everywhere. He actually won a round versus Mac and Cheese Islam, in my opinion. He took him down too. You're taking a guy down like Islam. It's pretty impressive, dude. So I think he can hang on the feet. I think he's pretty technical. Like I said, good right hand, good movement. That's one thing I like about him. Great movement, dude. I think he has some really good movement. I think he has a better cardio here. Would it surprise me if Nasrat won? A little bit. I mean, I think the line's a little off, but I mean, I just think Arman's just a better fighter, and I think that he could actually look good in the feet here. But I do think that he should take him down because Nasrat's, has a really good straight left, and he's so fast. But I got to go with the better grappler here. I think Arman's going to take him down, and either pound him out or get him out of there, or just do it for 3 rounds. It's really hard to pick against this kid. I actually wanted him to fight Alex Hernandez really bad, but I mean, Alex Hernandez is not stupid. I think he does not want that fight because that's a really good fight for Arman. So I got Arman Tsarukyan. I'm curious to see who picks Nadra and who bets Nadra, but yeah, I got Arman. Next fight, we got. This is the first fight of the main card. Whoa, okay, man. This is get a banger here, man. We got Marina Rodriguez versus Amanda Hebas. Let me look at my notes real quick. There they are. Yeah, man. I'm going against the grain here as well. I have another bet. This is 3 units on underdog, a plus 255. I'm sure a lot of people out there are not going to be picking Marina Rodriguez. Rodriguez is a good fighter, man. She's 10-1, she's 27. Rodriguez is 12-1-2 with 2 draws, 33. I mean, Ribas has been knocked out, against Polyana Viana. I mean, yeah, I was in the past, but I mean, that still doesn't get out of my head. And I think that one thing about Rodriguez that I like is that she hurts every girl she fights. Yeah, she doesn't have the best takedown defense. She can get taken down. We saw that against Esparza, and we saw that against Calvillo. But she's in really close fights with them, man. I mean, I actually thought she beat Esparza. The fight with Calvillo was a draw. I mean, it could have gone either way, honestly. And then the fight with Marcos, I thought she won that fight, but that's the thing. She can get taken down for sure, but she's, throwing up good elbows off her back. She really sliced up as far as a really bad, man. And I mean, obviously, Ribas, is a good grappler. She's a black belt, but I mean, people are acting like this is a lock for Ribas. I mean, who the fuck's Ribas been fighting? She's been fighting Paige Van Zandt, Emily Shipmeyer. I mean, no offense to Emily Whitmire, but I mean Emily Shipmeyer, dude. I mean, she's not a good fighter at all. And then she beat Mackenzie Dern. Congrats, I like Mackenzie Dern, but I mean Marina Rodriguez is a way better fighter than her. So I mean, this is a big step up for Ribas, and a lot of people aren't acknowledging that. Great, I mean, she's a good grappler, she's a good fighter, but her striking is not on the level. I mean, this is a mismatch on the feet. I think Marina Rodriguez, man, is going to hurt her on the feet. And yeah, congrats as far as and Calvillo. I think that they're durable girls, and I think that they made it close and they took her down. I do think Heba's going to take her down. I'm not saying she's not. Okay, she's the grappler. She's going to take her down. I just don't think she can do it for 15 minutes, man. I mean, even if she takes her down, man, I think Marina has the better cardio. I think Marina is just going to style on her on the feet. Great jab, great right hand. I really hope that she addressed it. She had a long way up because that's how you beat her, man. The grappling. I mean, as far as a beat her by a split, which I don't agree with. I thought she get that Marina won. The Calvillo fight, she beat her with the grappling, but both those girls got hurt really bad in that fight, man. And I'm not convinced, man. If Hebas gets hurt, man, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen, dude. I mean, she got knocked out against Polyana Viana, man. It's just in the back of my head, and I feel like people are laughing about that, but it happened, dude. So, Rodriguez, man, great right hand, great jab, good kicks, good knees. It's funny because I'm not sitting here saying she's not going to get taken down. Okay, she has 61% takedown defense. That's how you beat her. I think that Ribas is smart. She's going to go out there and try to take her down. I mean, if she doesn't, it's a long night for her because she's going to get killed. But yeah, I think that Hebas will take her down, but I'm just not convinced she can hold her down. I think Marina's going to piece her up on the feet. I think she's going to hurt her like she's hurt every girl she's fought. I got Marina Rodriguez getting either a decision win or a close decision win. I hope there's not another draw doesn't happen, obviously, but I think she can hurt her, man, get her out of there, man. This isn't, Paige Van Zandt, like I mentioned anymore. It's not Whitmire. It's a big step up. So I got Marina Rodriguez. I think she's going to hurt her really bad. She's really good at the body too. I say she gets a TKO, man, or a decision. Yeah, man, this could be a fight where a lot of people are pissed with the decision win. But I mean, yeah, Hebas is a great ground game. She's a black belt, but I mean, come on, who is she really beating, dude? Like nobody. So big step up in competition. I got to go with the better striker here. Yeah, she can get taken down, but I could see her getting back up and just piecing her up in the feet. So, and if someone wants to tell me that Hebas is the better striker, Hebas is going to dominate on the feet, then let me go ahead. But it's not going to happen. I mean, Hebas does not belong in the same level. So I got Rodriguez, and I think she's going to get the job done. So next fight we got Frevola versus Azaitar. Or I mean, I'm pretty sure I said that wrong. It's Azaitar. I forgot what it was. I'm pretty sure I looked it up on YouTube, so I didn't have to butcher his last name, but I already butchered it. So yeah, let me get the notes real quick before I dive into this matchup. This is a pretty good fight, dude. Where is it? Yeah. So yeah, this is actually my third bet of the night. My last bet of the night, man. I got 3 units on Frevola at plus 136. I think it's a good matchup for him, man. A lot of people are really on the hype train, dude, with Ottoman, man. And yeah, he's 13-0. He's 30 years old. He's a finisher. He has a lot of 12 wins by KO or no, 12 wins by finish. He has good hands for sure. He's 2-0 in the UFC. But the thing is, who's he beating? just kind of like I was talking about Ribas. But I mean, who's he beating really? He's beating the worst fighter of all time in Timo Pacquiao, who is so fucking terrible. And then he beat Worthy, who's been KO'd like 100 times. Like, come on, dude. Like, you got two easy matchups, and now you're fighting a guy who, yes, he's been knocked out before, but I think Frevola is a good fighter, man. I think he has a really big path of victory here too. If you look up Ottoman's fight, one of his fights before the UFC, it was I think the wasn't the it was either the it wasn't the last one. It wasn't the first fight before he got on the UFC. The one right before that against Alejandro Martinez. That guy is a jobber, and he's been knocked out like multiple times. He's not a good fighter, but he took him down like 3 times. And I saw that. And if the guy like that can take him down 3 times and control him for a little bit, I mean, what do you think Frevola's going to do? Frevola's a good fighter. And I know someone's going to bring it up in the chat or anywhere. Polo Reyes knocked him out. That was a juiced up Polo Reyes. I mean, he popped right after that. So, I mean, I don't really take that into consideration. I know Frevola gets hurt a lot in his fights, but he's really tough. That's one thing about him. His cardio is so good. I mean, he has a huge cardio advantage here. His striking has actually been improving too. I mean, he has a good right hand, has good pressure. But the thing is, I don't think you should strike with him for that much. I mean, just take him down. You have a big advantage on the mat. I mean, he's a brown belt in jiu-jitsu, good training camp. His last 2 fights against Shaylin Turner and Bob Ross, I mean, good wins, man. I mean, he took both of them down. He took Bob Ross down 4 times. He took Turner, who is a really good striker, a better fighter in my opinion than Ottoman, and he took him down 3 times. Actually took both of them down 4 times, and good submission wins too. I know we haven't really seen him finish anyone besides the Contender Series fight, but if Frevola takes him down and gets his back, he can 100% take down Otto. I mean, tap him out. Ottoman. Even in the regional scene fights, he's been putting himself in bad positions, man, against like guys that aren't good at all. I mean, like I said, he got taken down by Jabba 3 times. He's cardio. He's only been out of the first round 3 times, dude. So if he doesn't get a first round KO here, dude, I think it's all for Frevola, man. I mean, let's be honest, dude. Frevola has some of the best cardio in the division. I mean, I put him up there in the top 3, top 5. He's relentless, man. I love him, man. I love Frevola, but I just think he's a good fighter. And I think that, yeah, he gets hurt a lot in his fights, but he just recovers really fast, man. And he's a brown belt in jiu-jitsu. He's a finisher, man. I know like I said, he didn't finish Turner and Bob Ross, but I thought there were 2 good wins. And I mean, if Ottoman doesn't get it done early, he's going to get taken out, I think. And I think Rivola's going to take him down repeatedly and get him out of there, man. So I got Matt Rivola with the submission, dude. Honestly, you could pound him out too, but it will not surprise me. But this is a big step up in competition. A lot of people aren't talking about that, dude. So you're not fighting Timu anymore, dude. You're not fighting Conor Worthy. He's been KO'd 100 times. You're fighting Matt Rivola, who's proven to be a good fighter. He's 8-1-1. I mean, that Wando fight, I thought he should have won that fight too, dude. So, I mean, you can kind of scratch the Polo Reyes fight. Every match would be easy money. But I mean, obviously, he was juiced to the gills, dude. He knocked him out, dude. So, I do think the striking is improved, like I mentioned. But I mean, I think he's going to go out there and take him down and get a good submission win. So I got to go with my boy Frevola here, man. Got a lot of dogs, man. Yeah. So next fight, I think we have 3 fights left. We got this guy versus Sean Calderwood. This is a really close fight, man. Yeah, this is a tough fight, dude. This is probably one of the closest fights of the night. I think it could be split, dude, 50-50. This is definitely a fight that I want no part of because, I mean, yeah, man, it's a hard fight. Jojo's 14-5. You got Eyes 15-8. We saw I got dominated last fight against Calvillo. I actually think Jojo has a grappling advantage here. We saw her she's actually taken down quite a few girls. I know she's been tapped out a lot, but she's not going to have to worry about that here. I wrote it down. Maybe I didn't write it down, but I know she's taken down like quite a few girls recently. I know she took down Lipsky. She took down, Shuk? I don't remember I wrote that down. All I know she's been taking down a lot of girls. So she has a grappling advantage. She threw 101 strikes versus KGB, who she took down as well, and then she threw 112 versus Chu. So yeah, she has, I think, more volume. I think that she's more pop in her punches. She's technical. Ice no slouch either. I think that she's 1-2 in her last 3. I think that Ice is a good fighter. I actually thought Jojo beat Chuk. I mean, I don't know if anyone else agrees with that, but I thought that happened. But yeah, you got 2 strikers in here. Jojo has a grappling advantage. I think on the feet's close, but I think Jojo's a little bit better on the feet. So yeah, I think Jojo's better everywhere, honestly. It's just a close fight, so I'll go with Jojo. Great jab, good right hand. They're both 2 durable girls. They're both 2 girls that have great cardio, but I'll go with Joel and Calderwood. What's up, chat? Let me read the chat real quick. I see someone talking about Wentz. No, I don't think Wentz gets it done. What's up, 2 cents Jack again? What up, Mecca 2? What up, MKO? Alshimir is the general. What up? Jack likes McMann. 2 cents definitely not eating his lunch like Steven Glansberg. Fucking Steven Glansberg, dude. Torin, what up, Torin? Yeah, a lot of people are torn on the Arman Azrael fight. What up, Mills? I'm checking in the stream out. What up, what up? BP. I mean, Wentz is sub or bust, but yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. So yeah, we got 2 fights left, guys. We got Hooker versus Chandler, which is next. Dan Hooker, Michael Chandler. Let me get my fucking notes real quick for that one. So yeah, guys, we got a good fight here, man. This is actually a fight that I was actually a little more confident in, like pre-tape. I mean, I'm still picking Hooker, but I'm not gonna be betting him, man. I mean, Dan Hooker obviously is the better striker. He's so big, he's so long, he has a big reach advantage here too. I mean, I believe it's like, what did I write it down? 6.5 or something like that, man. I mean, he's just got a style on Chandler on the feet, but it's not like Chandler has no striking. He has a good right hand, he has good pressure. It's just, I think it's a good matchup, man, for Hooker. Obviously, what worries me is the damage he's been taking. I mean, he's tough. He definitely has a good chin. He's way more durable than Chandler, but I mean, he took a beating last fight and he just did it in like July. So I kind of wish he took more time off. So I mean, he just get hit a lot. So I mean, Chandler could hurt him for sure, but yeah, man, I think like I mentioned, Hooker's better on the feet. He has a great straight left, a great jab. He really like won the 2 first rounds pretty convincingly against DP, dude. And then DP just took over, dude, because DP has good cardio and Hooker has good cardio. It's a 3 round fight, but I mean, in the 5 round fight, he just gassed, man, and he took it to Hooker in those last rounds. He's 7-2, 155. He's been taken down, I think, twice. So I wrote down. Jim Miller took him down, but he got right back up, and then he also got taken down against Dustin Poirier, and he was really tired in that fight. So yeah, Chandler could take him down for sure, man. It's just that guillotine that he threatened Burns with. I mean, nasty fucking guillotine, dude. 17 wins by finish. Like I mentioned, I like the striking. He's 5-3 in his last 4. But yeah, he's taking a lot of damage. Took a lot of damage against Dustin. Took a lot of damage against Barbosa. He has way more volume in Chandler. He threw 122 strikes against Felder, 155 against DP in a loss. It's fucking crazy, dude. The 155. Chandler, man, I think he's overrated. I think that he's has a good record. He's been knocked out 3 times. He's chinny for sure. So when he shoots for a takedown, he can get knocked out 100% by that knee that Hooker loves to set up. He could get knocked out on the feet with a jab, the straight left. I mean, he's overrated, but he's a finisher. He's been trained to Henry Hoof. He has 16 wins by finish. He has a grappling advantage for sure. I know 2 cents is on Chandler, and I mean, yeah, dude, Chandler is a good fighter. I'm not saying he's not. I just think that stylistically, I think Hooker's just gonna, piece him up and get him out of there. So I got Dan Hooker with a finish here, but I'm not betting him. Main event of the evening, we got Conor McGregor versus Dustin Poirier. I mean, obviously, this is the fight that everyone's been waiting for. I'm wearing a fucking Conor shirt right here. I mean, I fucking love Conor, man. He's one of my favorite fighters of all time, but Dustin's one of my favorite fighters too. I'm not going to sugarcoat it here at all. I mean, let's be honest, this line is completely off. I mean, I just don't think it should be that high. Dustin should not be that big of a dog. I mean, yeah, he got killed the first time, but they're 2 totally different fighters. Dustin's way more active than Conor. I mean, who knows where Conor's head's at? I mean, who knows how many fights he has left? Obviously, you can sit here and say that he's probably done the best against Khabib that anyone has, which I think he does. But I mean, stylistically, you got 2 good strikers here. They're both really good strikers, 2 of the best strikers in the division. But I mean, one of them just a better striker, and I think Conor's just better on the feet. I think he's a lot faster. I think that he has a really good straight left, which is money shot. I think that he has good kicks, good movement. But yeah, man, Dustin has the better cardio for sure. This fight goes late. He has the advantage. Obviously, he has a grappling advantage. But I mean, is Dustin going to shoot, man? I just don't know. And Conor, it's tough to take Conor down fresh. It really is, dude. I mean, Khabib had a tough time with it until later. So it's a great fight, dude. It really is. I just think Conor's just, in Dustin's head a little bit. And I think Conor has the better striking, like I mentioned. And it's hard not to pick Conor here, man. I mean, if I eat crow, eat crow. I'm sure a lot of people are going to pick Conor. I like Dustin a lot. He has great boxing, dude. Really good combinations. I mean, let's be honest. He has advantages to win this fight. I mean, he could win this fight. Dustin could, get this fight into later rounds and win. He could take him down and get him out of there. But got to go with the better striker. I think Conor's, the best striker, man, in the division. And I think that he's going to go out there and prove that. So I got Conor McGregor, Minotaurius McGregor with a straight left. And yeah, man, I love both these guys, but I got Conor. So there we go. Kind of sucks we had 12 fights after we had 14 fights. But yeah, man, I'm sure some people will be picking Dustin. Like I said, I kind of want to take a shot on him, but I can't do it. I'm picking Conor. But yeah, man. So I got 3 bets. I got a bet on Matt Frevola, I got a bet on I heard, dude, I'm like legit Marino Rodriguez, and I bet on ACJ. So yeah, trying to think who else. Yeah, but I'm probably just gonna stick with those three bets, and then I think after that we have a 2 week break, guys, and then we have yeah, no UFC for a week, but then we have it for a long time. So yeah, guys, we're in the chat right now. I see a lot of people picking McGregor. I can't wait for DraftKings too, man. This is gonna be a good week for DraftKings. I just making my lineups and stuff, and then for the Mecca, all my picks are out, man. So let me just do one quick recap on my picks. And then obviously I'll hit him up to Arkansas, and but they're out. So if anyone wants to see him. So I got Albazi. I got Albazi with the job done. I got Albazi. I got Evloev. I got Murdarov. I got Khalil. I mean, actually, no, I got Pratt. No, I'm kidding. I got Khalil. I got Pena. I got ACJ. I got Arman. And then I got Marino Rodriguez. I got Frevola. I got Calderwood. I got Hooker. And I got Conor. So I actually got quite a few dogs. I mean, I have, let's see, I have, see, 1, 2, 3. So yeah, so I mean, I have quite. I mean, I have like there's a lot of pick'em fights, but I mean, yeah, man. I mean, I have quite a few dogs with winning. So I mean, you gotta take chances in this, man. And when it comes to betting, dude, like I don't really like betting parlays and stuff. And I mean, I bet favorites sometimes whenever I think that um, it's the time to bet someone. I mean, I bet favorites once in a while. It just depends on if I think the line like should be way steeper. But I mean, for the most part, I like betting dogs. But yeah, those are my plays. I don't think Ribas is overrated. I think she's good. She hasn't been in there with a dog like Rodriguez, man. Rodriguez is arguably one of the best strikers in the division. She's a good fighter, man. She's taking on defenses in the best, and that's why a lot of people are picking Hebas because she's a better grappler. But I mean, like I mentioned earlier, I'm not convinced she can do it, man. With 13 rounds or 13 rounds, 15 minutes. So we have like 25 people in the chat right now. Thanks, guys, for everyone being in the chat. Yeah, shout out to everyone, man. Shout out to the Mecca. Shout out to everyone in the chat, to my boys Jack and 2 Cents. They go on streams a lot. They do a lot of streams. I mean, I don't know. I've done streams before, streaming, and maybe I'll just start getting in that business as well. But I mean, it's fun and all doing streaming. So I just can't pull like a fucking 8 hour streamer, like sometimes like 24 hours, like fucking Arkansas and shit. But yeah, you gotta respect guys that stream every day, man. That shit's fun, dude. So Amir versus August. Yeah, man, I picked Amir, man. He was the first fight of the night. I actually think that he is the better grappler for sure. I think that what worries me is the pressure because August has really good pressure, and we saw Torres back him up with pressure. But I mean, he has good pressure Albazi too. So it's a pure striker versus grappler matchup. But if you watch tape on Zagas, I mean, he got taken down at will against Ali, Bali, and T-Mob, and then Tagir. So if those guys don't do it repeatedly, I think that Amir can do it. And Amir is a finisher, and Amir is a good grappler, bro. I mean, he tapped out a black belt in Gordon. So I know everyone wants to shit on Gordon. You say that he has no chin, which he doesn't have no chin, but he tapped him out, dude. Pretty impressive. So yeah, guys, we went 42 minutes. Yeah, I mean, we spent a little bit on the last card, but yeah, I want to get these timestamps off so I can have people have Arkansas and shit. Look at my who my picks and stuff. But yeah, Thursday night we have UFC. Saturday, tomorrow's the weigh-in. Kind of sucks that we don't have fights in Vegas because I love going to the weigh-ins, dude. Like I remember I went to Conor versus. Was it Khabib weigh-in? I've seen so many Conor weigh-ins, dude. It's like a different. There's so many Irish people that show up, dude. Like there's so many. It's fucking crazy, dude. Like I can't wait for the walkout, dude. Like I'll admit right now, I might like have a couple tears down when Conor walks out because he's just a big part of my fucking UFC, man. He's my favorite, one of my favorite fighters, man. I'm part Irish. I love Conor. I don't know if I've told anyone this. I have not, but I have no tattoos. But I'm actually thinking about getting like a 40 clover, dude, on my arm or something like that, or like maybe an Irish flag. I mean, I love fucking Conor McGregor, dude. One of the best fighters of all time. Everyone like to shit on him for the dumb shit that he's done, but I mean, no one's fucking perfect, dude. He's done a lot of stupid shit, but I mean, a lot of people have too. So, but yeah, I like Dustin a lot too. I mean, I follow Dustin on Instagram. I follow him on Twitter. He actually follows me too, which is kind of fucking cool. But yeah, I've talked to Dustin multiple times. He's a good dude, and so I hope it's a great fight. But I gotta go with Conor. Enough rambling. What up, Smiths? Yeah, so those are my picks. Those are my bets. Can't wait, man, for Saturday. Can't wait for the Mecca. I mean, love this tournament, dude. I mean, I know a lot of people like to shit on Arkansas and stuff, but I think he's a good dude, and I think that what he's doing is awesome. I'm sure 2 cents and Jack will agree with me. This tournament's awesome, dude. It's just so much fun. I mean, it really like brings out like the little, not the little kid in you, just like it's like, dude, I'm already a competitive guy, but being in a tournament like this, like I think I talked about it on Arkansas stream one time. I like shows like that. I like MTV The Challenge. That's like my favorite show of all time, literally. I feel like I'm in like that show because I'm doing like this tournament and it's all about like voting and like alliances and it's just sick, dude. I mean, I really think that maybe next season, I know Arkansas hates when people give him ideas and stuff because he's the host. You let him do what he wants, but maybe next season we can like put money like in the pot. I think that'd be fucking cool, dude. So yeah, man. There you guys go. There's my picks, my bets. Follow or fade. I'm fucking copying Gianni the Greek. I fucking hate that jobber. But yeah, guys. Peace out, guys. Mecca 2, team Tom Cruise. We're gonna get the job done. We barely won by 1 point, but we're gonna win this week. I know Guru's, blow my phone up saying, dude, don't pick Marina Rodriguez. Don't do it. But I gotta do it, bro. So well, everyone, thanks for checking me out. Thanks for for love and support. Please like and subscribe. Fuck you, Justin Jr. If you're watching that, just kidding. I like Justin Jr., but the kid's really cocky for a 13-year-old, and he's nowhere to be found. I'm pretty sure he's eating a Hometown buffet right now, but I do like the kid. People ask me if I don't like him and shit. I do like the kid. He's like my son. He's just a little cocky, but it is what it is. I hope he's in Mecca 3. That'd be fucking cool if he's in there. Shout out to the nose for fucking picking Leonardo against Safira, probably the worst pick of all time. Didn't you pick Cerrone too versus Conor? Oh my god, that guy's a fucking joke. I used to like that dude, but I mean, he's just fucking a cancer, man. I mean, he just says stupid shit, dude, and don't like the guy anymore. So there you guys go. Peace out.